Now, this is the smartest path to making $10,000 a month in 2023, and most people expect me to give them a magic pill that's gonna make them super rich and basically give them the cheat code. And that's the biggest problem. You have to realize that it all starts with you. Abraham Lincoln once said, "If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 sharpening my axe." And here the axe is you. You have to sharpen yourself. Now, let's start off by breaking down the basics and sort of look at our opportunities. So if we go down to the very utmost basic level of this, what if you're a US citizen and you get employed in Walmart? How much can they expect to make? Well, off the bat, the minimum salary of a Walmart employee will be between $14 to $15 per hour. Multiply 15 with the amount of hours that you work for a day, and then multiply that with the amount of days that you work for a year, and you'll get an annual or yearly salary of roughly $24,000 to $25,000 per year. Now you divide that by the 12 months that we have in a year, you will make roughly $2,000 per month. So a full-time 9 to 5 job at a Walmart will pay you roughly $2,000 per month. That's only 20% of the goal that we have in mind, which is $10,000 per month. And we don't only want to make $10,000 per month, we also want the freedom, so we can work when and where we want. But a baseline job at Walmart will have you stuck in one position for that day, and you will only make $2,000 per month. Not very appealing to me. So if that's not appealing to you as well, but you don't want to take the risk of creating a business or being an entrepreneur, you still want to be an employee, what can you do? You can learn a highly paid skill, something like learning to code, which you can learn programming and coding in 6 months. Like in 6 months, you can reach to a basic level, to a good level that you can find a job. Of course, if you want to go like really high levels, it will take you some time, like years. But you can still learn to code pretty good and find a job in just 6 months. And the sort of minimum or entry-level salary for a coder in the US is around $90,000 per year. So divide 90,000 by 12 months and you're gonna get from the get-go as a coder making $7,500 per month. So now with a coding job, we are 75% of the way towards that 10K a month goal. But we are still working a 9 to 5 job, and we are still stuck working for a boss that's making more money than us. We are essentially stuck helping someone else build their dream business. Now, if you don't want to take high responsibilities and have risk in life, and if you're fine with working for somebody else, then you can go for it. Getting employed as a coder is a pretty good job, and you can make a lot of money because there is also a lot of room in that position to grow. Yes, you might start out by making $90,000 a year, but over time you will gain more experience, you will be better, you will rank up, you will, like, I think they are called like senior developer and stuff like that. I don't know much about it, but when you level up, you will also start making more money, like $150,000 per year or $2,000 a year. So now you're making $2,000 a year as a coder, and that's more money than we had in mind. Like, it's more than $10,000 per month. But as I said, you're still working for somebody else. Now, if you're like me and you want to be an entrepreneur, you know that you want to be an entrepreneur, and you know that you want to work for yourself, you want to build something that's gonna pay you even more money over time, you want to build your own business, then we have to look towards entrepreneurship. So now we have briefly touched at a life of an employee. And as I said, if you don't want to take risks in life, if you don't want that much responsibility in life, and if you want like peace, like you want to have peace in your mind, and like you don't want to think about managing people, building a business, spending money and scheduling stuff, if you just want a simpler life, then being an employee is a great option for you. But if you're like me and you are willing to take that risk to gain the freedom that the entrepreneurship gives you, then let's look at what your opportunities are. Now, the biggest example that I can give for myself is a sponsorship that I got from my channel. Not this YouTube channel, but my other YouTube channel that has over 60,000 subscribers. For that sponsorship, I got $1,000. That's more money than the minimum monthly salary in my country. And I spent around like 8 hours to make that video. So when I think about it, an employee here needs to work a whole month just to make 700, 800 or 900 euros a month. When I made that money in technically one day, 8 hours of work, that video also brought me in money from the ad revenue and from the affiliate revenue. So I made more than $1,000 from that video alone. And I can do this business wherever I want at my own pace. Now, what is the solution then? What is the smartest path to making $10,000 a month in 2023? Now, I'm not gonna say YouTube, which I still think it's one of the top ways that you can make money. It's a great way. But in today's video, I'm gonna talk about starting a social media marketing agency. You can also call it SMMA. That is the smartest path to making $10,000 a month, in my opinion. I also have my own agency. I mean, it's relatively new, but it's a business model that I do. In the first month that I started with my agency, I got one client and I started making roughly $1,000 a month, only working with one client in just 1 month. And as you can understand, you can easily scale that agency to $10,000 a month. I mean, It might not be in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months, but it is pretty doable. Also, keep in mind that when you make $10,000 a month with an agency, 98% of the money is profit because you don't have any expenses like you do on other businesses. Like for example, on dropshipping, you have to spend money on ads, on products, on shipping, but on SMMA, you just offer your service. Only expense that you have is the apps that you use to offer that service. Like it can be some software and stuff like that, your website and your domain, but that's like, you know, $30 or $50 per month. Basically, with the agency business model, all you have to do is find clients, make contact, have a meeting, and then close them as a client and start delivering that service for them. In the beginning, you might also see this as freelancing because you do all the job yourself. But once you start growing, once you start, getting more and more clients, you can choose to work with contractors. And a contractor basically is someone that delivers the service instead of you actually delivering the service to the client. And you can pay them per client. So you receive, let's say, $1,000 from that client. You can pay that contractor $600 and you can keep the $400 to yourself because like you're the middleman and basically the agency is yours. And you have to focus on improving the experience that you provide with your agency in general. I mean, it is still you who find the clients, who contact the clients, who have meeting with the clients. But what are you going to offer? Like, what services are we talking about? Now, there are plenty of services that you can offer, but the most popular ones are ads, content creation, email marketing, and sales. But of course, there are tons of different services that you can offer. You just need to find the one that is for you. I personally started with content creation because I'm a content creator myself and I've been creating content online for over 4 years now. I mean, I can say that I'm pretty experienced in that field. And my YouTube channels also work as a portfolio, and when I contact clients, I quite often hear that they have checked my YouTube channels and they have liked my editing style a lot. So it's not that it only works as a portfolio, but it also makes my job easier. I can close clients easier because they see proof before they pay. Now, I don't want to say you just need 5 clients that pay you $2,000 per month and you will be making $10,000 per month. I know it's easier said than done, but that's the point actually. You can say 5 clients paying you $2,000 per month, or you can say 10 clients paying you $1,000 per month, or you can say 2 clients paying you $5,000 per month, but it's the same shit. Now, this is the smartest path to making $10,000 a month in 2023 in my opinion. But if you still want to see other ways, you can check this video out here where I show you 7 different ways that you can possibly make $10,000 per month. So, I'll see you over there. Bye bye.